Hello folks, welcome back to another edition of This Weekend at the Movies. This show where we give you guys our quick thoughts on the biggest films coming out each weekend. I'm your host, Putnam, and even though this film doesn't come out until next week on 4th of July weekend, I want to give you guys my thoughts on it early, so here are my thoughts on the new pagan cult horror film, Midsommar. In Midsommar, we follow a couple, Danny and Christian, who are in this film are played by Florence Pugh and Jack Reynor, who are on the verge of breaking up. However, one night when Danny is facing a terrible tragedy within her family, the two of them get back together, and when Danny finds out that Christian is going on a Swedish vacation with his friends, she decides to go along to try and just forget and unwind. However, while they're at this village, while they're being peaceful and tranquil, they notice that they are doing some very unsettling practices that occur every about 90 or so years. So I was really looking forward to Midsommar because I absolutely loved Hereditary, and I was really looking forward to seeing what Ari Aster did next. And this is what I'm going to say: Midsommar is easily one of the most unique experiences I have seen in the horror genre in quite some time. Performances wise, everyone does a phenomenal job here, from Jack Reynor to Will Poulter, but really, this is Florence Pugh's movie, and she absolutely shines by giving such a ferocious performance that combines elements of sadness, anger, and at times rage. The movie is also absolutely stunning to look at, from its production design, the cinematography, to the color palette. Ari Aster gives us a very euphoric looking film that just at times wants to put you in a trance. Not to mention, the score is just absolutely beautiful. The final track in general had me in goosebumps. Now, the main question I know you guys are gonna ask is this: is the film scary like Hereditary is? Midsommar is a much more unsettling movie that has some very disturbing imagery. This film does have some very unsettling moments, but doesn't have those in-your-face moments that Hereditary does, especially in that final act of Hereditary. But that doesn't take away from the horror that Midsommar does, because Midsommar, not just from the unsettling moments, it has some moments of tension where you just feel like that someone's gonna absolutely snap and kill somebody. And one of the more surprising elements, there are some moments in Midsommar that are actually quite funny, and this is mainly due to Will Poulter's very comedic timing in this film. But I will say this: Midsommar isn't quite as good as Ari Aster's first film, Hereditary, because in Midsommar, there are long stretches of this film where sequences just go and go and go on. And while there is a point to it because it wants to make for some tension, there are some sequences in which I feel like that the sequences go on a bit too far on. I mean, the film is about 2 hours and 20 minutes, almost 2.5 hours. There are definitely elements in which, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, where I was a little bored. This film is not going to be for everybody. I mean, there are sequences in this film, not just from the stretches where it goes on, but there are sequences in which there will definitely be some people being pissed off, without a doubt. When it comes to comedic aspects, something that Ari Aster tries to do with this film is that there are moments in which he tries to put in a laugh, but it comes off rather as a very cringe and a very awkward moment rather than a laugh. And for me personally, I didn't get that same impact that Hereditary did. I mean, I'm still thinking about this movie, don't get me wrong, days after I've seen it, but I didn't feel that same gut punch in the end that Hereditary had. Not just that, but if you guys have seen The Wicker Man, there are a couple of moments in particular in which this film shares very similar story beats to The Wicker Man. To that end, there are definitely some parts that will feel very predictable. But overall, like I mentioned before, while I can definitely see people absolutely despise this movie, for me personally, Midsommar was one of the most unique experiences I have seen in the horror genre, and I do not think another movie will do what Hereditary did, especially for the pagan cult horror film. On my own personal merit, I am definitely gonna give this film a highly recommended because of the experience alone. It's not gonna be for everybody, but I'm still gonna give it a highly recommended just because of the experience I had during this movie. Alright guys, so comment down and let me know below. Are you all looking forward to Midsommar when it comes out next week? Are you not looking forward to this film? Let me know below. I hope you guys enjoyed my review of Midsommar. If so, please hit that like button, share, subscribe. If you guys want to see any of our previous 2 videos, please click either right there or there. And of course, until the next review, we'll see you guys next time. Have a great weekend at the movies, guys.